Lesson 15. Passive Fortifications. In Foxhole, sandbags are one of the most common defensive structures you will come across, and especially a passive fortification for infantry. They provide reasonable, if not little bit, of protection against incoming enemy fire. They allow you to stand behind them, thus decreasing your silhouette with which the enemies can hit you. When standing behind a sandbag, you can go into aiming mode and you can fire over the sandbag. Additionally, they allow you to further reduce your target by crouching, presenting less of yourself to the enemy while still allowing you to fire over them. Or, in this case, hitting the sandbag itself. Depending on the sandbag's placement on the elevation of terrain, in a crouch mode sometimes you can fire over it. There we go. Reload. And there. Some instances, depending on our orientation with the sandbag, we can fire over it. When standing, we can always fire over it. It just gets a little more tricky when we're crouching. There we go. We're crouching. There we hit the sandbag, and now we can fire over it, depending on your placement. It's a combination of the elevation of the terrain as well as the sandbag's placement upon it. This gets a bit more tricky to figure out, but generally on flat terrain you'll be able to crouch and shoot over a sandbag. The second devious passive fortification in Foxhole is that of barbed wire. It is possibly the most hated defense of all infantry in the game. They are reasonably easy to see, as you can have a look over here. However, for the infantryman that gets caught in them, their movement speed is severely reduced. And now we're stuck in barbed wire. It is extremely difficult to move out of the barbed wire, and our movement speed while we're in the barbed wire is reduced by inordinate proportions. Eventually, with great effort and great pressing of shift, we can make it out of the barbed wire. And we are approaching liberation, and we are approaching, and there we are. The final passive fortification in Foxhole, recently added as of Beta 0.3, are anti-tank mines. Anti-tank mines are only visible to infantry walking along the ground, which means that for an armored column it's good to have infantry escorting them so that they can see the mines. Mines, or anti-tank mines, can only be disabled using a wrench. Additionally, with anti-tank mines, they only explode on contact with medium or heavyweight vehicles, such as half-tracks or light tanks. This means that logistics drivers of trucks need not fear their detonation. Moreover, anti-tank mines are indiscriminate with whom they kill. They will explode for both friendly and for enemy players. Indeed, sometimes it is better to be infantry in Foxhole, and we don't have to worry about anti-tank mines exploding under our feet. Not even our pistol rounds will explode them.